reality of wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
This 15 feet in the air. Brian takes him up top. Oh, look at this. Oh, my God.
Will testify.
Connect flush.
Look at you did that. Boom.
Welcome to a championship-packed edition of the Reality of Wrestling. He's Brad Gilmore. I'm Matt Topolsky. That's the Row Nation for the Reality of Wrestling. And Brad,
I love this crowd. I love this crowd.
The best fans in the world. Brad, this week on the show, two of the crown jewels of Reality of Wrestling, the Diamonds Division Championship and the Reality of Wrestling Championship is up for grabs. Let's start by talking about the Latin heartthrob Gino, the two-time Reality of Wrestling champion. He defends that title against the second-generation giant, Sean Studd.
I mean, pardon the bad pun, but this might be Gino's biggest challenge yet. Sean Studd has been traveling the nation, racking up championships, racking up big main events, and big money contracts. And tonight he returns back here to the Reality Wrestling to do the one thing that he's wanted since he made his debut here, get a championship opportunity. Tonight he goes against Gino. It's going to be really, really interesting.
And Sean Studd has demanded this matchup, and it is interesting of note. We must tell you that it is Gino that has granted him this match, not the Reality of Wrestling offices. In addition to that matchup, we start off the action this week with the Diamonds Division Championship. Another two-time champion, Kylie Ray, defends that title against the returning Hai Young.
Hey, you know, Hai Young's been off on hiatus from Reality Wrestling here for a long time. I got to speak with her in the back. We talked for a little bit. She's in great shape. She's in a great mind. She's in great spirits, and she'd love to make a very great return here in Reality Wrestling by winning that championship.
Two championships up for grabs this week on an action-packed edition of The Row, and it starts right now.
Introducing first, she is the challenger from Houston, Texas, Hai Young.
Hai Young making her re-debut, if you will, here in the Reality of Wrestling. Been gone for quite a bit. But looks to be in great shape.
This is a massive opportunity for Hai Young as she faces Kylie Ray for the Diamonds Division Championship.
Her opponent from Chicago, Illinois, she is the reigning Diamonds Division champion, Kylie Ray.
Ladies and gentlemen, the two-time Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division champion has entered the World Gym Arena, and I think the only thing she loves more than the Row Nation is being Diamonds Division champion. You gotta love Kylie Ray and her energy.
Senora Screwloose, Kylie Ray.
Give me a break.
Oh, come on, you don't think she's a little nutty?
It would be Senorita.
Senorita, I'm sorry. Sorry that I'm not up to date on my Spanish. Last time I took a Spanish class was 7th grade, but that's besides the point. Kylie Ray and Hai Young, an interesting challenge for Kylie Ray. Someone she has not seen in the Reality of Wrestling yet. These two were almost like ships in the night, never really crossing paths, and now they're just trying to measure each other up.
The Diamonds Division continues to become more and more competitive. A few months ago, we saw Miranda return to the Diamonds Division, and now, look at what we have before us. Hai Young versus Kylie Ray with the Diamonds Division Championship hanging in the balance. We want to remind everyone at home, this is not our only title match. This week on the Reality of Wrestling, the second-generation giant, Sean Studd, will face the Latin heartthrob Gino for the Reality of Wrestling Championship. That is still to come. Cover here, center of the ring, kick out at 1. This is a star-studded crown jewel edition of The Row, with the two most important titles in this company up for grabs.
Wow, Kylie Ray.
Nice reversal there into an arm drag from the Diamonds champion. Reversal here again. Kylie Ray, innovative offense here.
Oh, wow. Kylie Ray going for a bit.
Into that crossface. And Hai Young just slips out the back door at the last moment. An impressive start from the Diamonds champion. She's got a little extra energy in the tank tonight, Brad.
Definitely does.
Up and over, reversal. Hai Young tries to take advantage. Oh!
Oh, wow. Hai Young slamming, I believe it was that left hand of Kylie Ray against the ring post. And
directly into that steel. She may have, I mean, there are so many bones in a hand, she may have fractured something.
Well, if she,
nice bridge there on that suplex cover. Kick out at 2.
If she fractured a bone in her hand, it'd make it awfully difficult to lock in that crossface on Hai Young, well, wouldn't it? And now Hai Young, like a shark smells blood in the water, working on that hand.
This is exactly what the challenger needs to do. Seize on the opportunity and the door that she has opened for herself. Imagine Hai Young walking out of the World Gym Arena tonight with the Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division Championship. I mean, what a story that would be. When we first saw her come on the scene, she was managing then the Reality of Wrestling champion Fallah Bahh.
It'd be definitely a career, big career move for Hai Young. But I'm just sitting here focused on Kylie Ray's hand, and look at the viciousness of Hai Young. We might need to get a ringside physician to come out here and check out that hand. I don't know if Kylie Ray can continue to compete if that hand is broken.
Oh no, and now she's just stomping on it. Goes for the cover here. Hai Young trying to become Diamonds Division champion. Kick out at 2. We've seen arms worked, we've seen legs worked, we've seen knees worked, but a hand, this is a first.
Well, you know what? It's a smart strategy by Hai Young. I alluded to that cross-face finisher that Kylie Ray has. No hand, no way to lock it in.
Excellent reversal there from the Diamonds Division champion. That adrenaline must be kicking in right now. Cover here. Hooks the leg, but that grip cannot be as strong as it normally would be. She may have some serious damage in that left hand. And once again, look at this. Oh my goodness, she's bending her fingers back, Brad.
Oh, man.
That is hard to watch.
You know, our junior referee might need a call for a doctor out here, or at least maybe stop this match, because I am almost certain that hand is broken. And if it is, I'd call a Walker, Texas lawyer, because I think she might have a case.
Reversal here. Kylie Ray tried to go for the roll-up. Hai Young used the ropes. Reversal again. Standing switch. Kylie Ray trying to fight back here. The Diamonds Division Championship is on the line. A boot to the temple. And now Kylie Ray takes control. Cover again. Center of the ring. Kick out at 2. It's been some time since we've seen Hai Young in action here at the Reality of Wrestling. There's that crossface in the center of the ring, and it may be time for her to tap out. But that grip is just not as strong as Kylie Ray would hope, and she's going right back to working on that hand again.
And look at that. Look at that. She's hooked her fingers and pulling them back. Kylie Ray in extreme pain right now.
This is difficult to watch.
This is very difficult to watch, CP.
No disrespect meant to Hai Young whatsoever, but she is really giving the champion a run for her money right now.
Well, she definitely is. She has a smart strategy. Take out a big asset for Kylie Ray. Oh, wow. Big super kick, though.
Big kick right there. The Diamonds champion. Russian leg sweep. She hit it. Rolls through. Going back into that crossface yet again. But can she hook it?
Having trouble hooking it, but I think she's got it locked in, and Hai Young's tapped.
Your winner by submission, and still Diamonds Division champion, Kylie Ray.
Kylie Ray has retained the title. She may have won the battle, but the war is still on. She's going to have that hand checked. This could have serious repercussions as she continues to attempt to defend that title down the road. An impressive challenge from Hai Young, but still your Diamonds Division champion, Kylie Ray.
Row Nation, huge main event later on tonight. This very man, the defending Reality of Wrestling champion Gino, takes on the 300-pound giant, the thoroughbred Sean Studd. We've been talking about it for weeks. We've been hearing it for weeks. There are some out there in the Row Nation right now, Gino, that actually believe that you will be meeting your match here and that your reign will be coming to an end tonight.
Russo. You know, a couple of weeks ago, people thought the same. People thought that Gino couldn't get this Reality Wrestling Championship back. People thought that I wouldn't be able to beat Snow in that ladder match. But what happened? What happened, Russo? What did I do to Snow? I laid him out. I laid him out with a scarlet letter. And honestly, I'm getting tired of these people trying to challenge the heartthrob. I'm getting tired of people thinking they can touch the heartthrob. Because you know what, Russo? By now, people should know that I am untouchable here, that I am el intocable, that I am el campeón. Instead, you've gone around already. You've gone around and won championships all over the country. But you know what? You cannot beat this campeón. You cannot beat el intocable. And tonight, I will hand deliver him scarlet letter. And you know why? Porque yo soy el fino, divino, Gino, el campeón.
Tonight's Reality of Wrestling Rewind is brought to you by the King of Solar Screens, home of the $50 any size solar screen.
So put everyone on the roster on notice. I'm here for the money.
Could it be? Oh my God.
DP! It's not. Can it be? Wait a minute. Boogeyman is here. And Brock Baker looks like he doesn't want any part of the Boogeyman. Uh-oh. Boogeyman's got him by the throat.
Oh no.
Wait a minute. And here it goes. Full slam. You count to infinity. Match never even started. The Boogeyman, before the match starts, lays out Brock Baker. The Boogeyman making short work of Brock Baker.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, every couple of months we are privileged to see the Boogeyman. Well, not Brock Baker, obviously. And now he will return to whatever dark lair he crawled out of.
Brock Baker, Reality Wrestling, just a question for you. How do you feel on your debut against none other than the Boogeyman?
How do I feel about my debut? How do you think I feel about my debut? I was rudely interrupted by a WWE legend and the biggest freak in the history of this business, the Boogeyman. Not to mention, he used his little voodoo magic against me. But you know what? Let's look at the positives here. I survived a boogie bomb in my very first experience here at the Reality of Wrestling. That should let every man on the roster know what's up. So if you haven't caught my drift, the Cash Money Hooligan, Brock Baker, is here to stay. Excuse yourself.
Ladies and gentlemen, I am joined here alongside at this time by the thoroughbred, Sean Studd. Sean, over the last few months, the Row Nation have seen you demanding a title opportunity. You've defeated 2 wrestlers at a time, 3, 4. You've even challenged Gino directly one-on-one. And now tonight, the main event has been signed, a Reality of Wrestling Championship match against El Campeón. Now that the match is official, what are your thoughts on tonight's huge main event?
You know, it's like you said, I've done nothing but the impossible. 2 at a time, 3 at a time, 4 at a time. Gino, he's done nothing but dodge the inevitable, and that's the thoroughbred Stud in that ring with him. You know, I'm sick and tired of having to go out there and demand a title shot time and time again. So today I decided to take matters into my own hand and give myself a title shot. Gino, when you're done, that belt's going to have a new home. It's going to look good right there, my shoulder.
Kylie Ray, congratulations on a giant win tonight. How'd you feel about your match?
I felt really good. I felt good out there. You know, I've been training really hard for this match. I heard amazing things about Hayon. I saw a lot of her stuff. I was definitely excited to get in the ring with her. You know, she's very good. She's very good. But I felt like she was kind of trying to hurt me out there a little bit. And I mean, I don't know what she's friends with Miranda. I'm best friends with Miranda. I don't think she would. I don't know. Maybe I'm reading too much into it. Her adrenaline was going. I'm sure it's nothing. I'm sure I'm just thinking too much into it. You know, I even went to the back afterwards to try to shake her hand to, you know, congratulate her on, you know, just so close. But I couldn't find her. You know, she wasn't there. Well, Miranda wasn't there either. Nobody really came to check on me. Oh, but the only one, Gino actually, he came and checked on me. He was actually really sweet. He was so nice. He even gave me one of his shirts. I can't thank him enough. Now I have a new best friend, so it's really nice. But yeah, speaking of my hand, I should probably go get it checked out by a trainer if you don't mind. So thank you for coming to see how I was feeling. Thanks.
Kick to the thighs. Nomak, big clubbing blow to the back of Brian Keith.
You notice something very interesting, Brad Gilmore. Nomak not flanked by Legion out here tonight because, quite frankly, the numbers game really doesn't mean anything to Nomak. He's been able to handle these situations on his own. He is one heck of an asset for Sean Hendricks.
Hey.
Oh, look at that strength out of the corner. Cover here. That's got to be all. And Brian Keith just barely kicks out. Exhausted very early in this matchup by the power and strength and no mercy attitude of Nomak. Kick to the temple coming back from Brian Keith. And a flying knee from Nomak. Hooks the leg, center of the ring again. Kick out at 2.5. Brian Keith doing everything he can right now to get the big man off his feet. Reversal, Irish whip here, ducks underneath, and Brian Keith with his first offensive maneuver in this matchup in minutes, because that is going to be live. Right now, the strength of Nomak, just too much for Brian Keith.
Left and right hands really broken down, and now Nomak's on one knee. Brian Keith's got to take advantage of this moment. Oh! And that big overhand.
Oh! Connected flush, that could be all Brian Keith! Can Brian Keith stay on the offensive? And now the biggest and fastest kicks in the South on display. Keith is trying to go through Nomak, Brad.
He's trying. He's being somewhat successful until Nomak catches you like this and then goes like
You've got to be kidding me. Cover here. 3. Nomak has just defeated the former TV champion.
Ladies and gentlemen, your winner, Nomak!
I don't know what you call that, but that was absolutely devastating.
Hey, I'm not going to say that I'm surprised, honestly. I mean, look at the size of Nomak. The guy went in there, he did what he does. He outpowered Brian Keith for that victory, and he left the former champ land.
It is very rare that we see a bounty go uncollected. But as it stands right now, Nomak has gotten the better of Brian Keith.
Brian Keith. And people say that I'm not right in the head. What are you still doing? Why are you still concerned with us? it's not good for you. I understand that you want a life after this. You have things that you want to do, places you want to see, goals that you want to achieve. If you keep in our business, there is no future for you. Trust me. So you really need to leave. Now.
Kevin the cameraman, whatever, let's go. Oh, all right, here we go. Ashley, yeah, I knew you were gonna be in there. Ashley, come on, it's time for an interview with JJ Blake. Come on, I have a special announcement to make. Actually, do your job here.
I'm standing here with JJ Blake, and he has an important announcement.
And that announcement is, I will be going one-on-one with Terrell Tempo for the television championship. Terrell, you seem like a pretty cool guy. You're good in the ring. You're almost great, but you're for sure good. You are a good television champion. You've been going all over the world defending the television championship, and I got mad respect for you. I got all kinds of respect for you and stuff, because you're awesome and stuff. But when you get in the ring with me, you're gonna see why everyone calls me good, why everyone calls me great. You're gonna see just how good I truly am. Oh, man. Yo, this is dumb. Yo, look, bro, okay? I'm about to take that. I'm about to take the championship from you. It's gonna be mine. It's gonna be around my waist. The last thing you're gonna see, the people are gonna see, Ashley's gonna see, Kevin the cameraman's gonna see, is me standing above your body, holding the television championship up above my head. That's the last thing anyone is going to see. So I'm letting you know right now, keep it warm, all right? Keep it safe. Take it everywhere you go with you, because you're gonna lose it. But not for lack of trying, because you're good. But I'm good too. What else am I?
You're good, you're great.
I'm Dynamite! Yeah, you got it. That's great, Ashley. You're doing good. You're doing good. You keep it up. Go ahead and sit down and finish your stuff. And you, follow me, pig. Let's go. We got more stuff to do.
Da Vinci, Michelangelo, Van Gogh, and Jason. What do these men all have in common? It is all that they were artistes, not appreciated in their time. Booker T does not appreciate Jason. The reality of wrestling fans don't appreciate Jason. All Jason is trying to do is share his vision, share his dream, share what he believes wrestling should be. But most of you want Jason to give up. Most of you want Jason to stop. But like those men, Jason will not. Jason will see that his vision lives on for generations to come. In history, there's two things it says you're to do. One is to pray. The other is to not forget the accent over the A.
ACH also began his illustrious professional wrestling career right here in the state of Texas. Oh my goodness,
He's got that
look
arm.
at that.
He's got that arm. He's got that arm. ACH trying to roll through it, breaks it. And here we go.
Ladies and gentlemen,
we have a match. They were. These guys have definitely maybe been in the same place.
Oh, and what a drop kick! Connects flush. A little flair, a lot of imagination, and then some for ACH. Both of these athletes with incredible resumes they have built over the last few years.
Look at that. Another, Enziguri into a Hurricanrana by ACH. Rex Andrews taking a breather on the outside.
On the outside. This is something we don't see very often, and that's Rex Andrews taking a breather. ACH over the top to the outside, missed his mark, and Rex Andrews.
Watch out.
Oh my goodness, you've got to be kidding me!
Wow.
Is this reality of wrestling or the Matrix?
Is this reality? Incredible move by ACH right there.
Rex Andrews tried to throw ACH face first into that pole. This time he does connect. But a moment ago, defying gravity.
To be honest with you.
And I'll tell you something, Brad. Rex Andrews seemed to have taken that reversal a few minutes ago personally.
But now, do you notice he's kicking, stomping on that left arm of ACH, and now ACH is favoring that left arm.
Well, both of them came sprinting out of the gate early here. I think both had a similar strategy of trying to end this thing quickly. Whoa. My goodness, ducks underneath. Can you believe what we're seeing here? And now a coup de grace to the back right there. And a shot to the temple. ACH began his career here in Texas. You know it would mean a lot to him to capture that Texas Heavyweight Championship. He would be the first to defeat Rex Andrews. Cover here to win the title. Kick out at 2. It's very rare, and it's a great privilege to be able to sit at ringside and call or watch a moment like this. We have 2 professional athletes. Great cover here. Could be all.
With a pin.
Kick out at 2 3/4. Rex Andrews perched on that second rope, and that was bad news! That was bad news, and he lost twice! Looking for that Midnight Star 450 splash, he could become the next Texas Heavyweight Champion! Oh, but he missed the mark! Talk about a crash landing! Rex puts that right arm, and now goes to work into the arm bar center of the ring!
That's gotta be all. That's gotta be all. ACH is tapping out.
You've seen him defending his Texas championship here and all over the United States. Ladies and gentlemen, my guest at this time, Rex Andrews. Rex,
thank you for having me.
Thank you for joining me here. Last week, we saw you defend this championship successfully against ACH, undefeated here as Texas champion. The very next night, you go to Texas All-Star Wrestling and successfully defend this championship again. Rex, that's 2 matches in 2 nights, 15 matches in 1 month. Rex, it begs the question, are you pushing yourself a little too hard?
Chris, I'm a champion. Champion means that you are the absolute best. So when I took on this Texas championship, I understood that meant you're representing reality wrestling everywhere as the absolute best. Am I pushing myself too hard? There are champions in this company, Chris, who hold on to their titles and wait as long as they can between title defenses and just want to squeak by doing the bare minimum. So they just want to call themselves champion, but they don't want to play the role. They don't want to do what's necessary to actually be a champion. Chris, I'm going out there and I'm earning my championship every single day. Every day I'm training harder than everyone else. I'm studying harder than everyone else, and I step in the ring as much as possible, taking on the absolute best talent in the country, Chris, to prove that I deserve this championship. Am I pushing myself too hard? No. I'm doing my job.
Tonight's episode of The Row is brought to you by Walker Texas Lawyer at WalkerTexasLawyer.com. Hilton Furniture, let him have it. The king of solar screens, home of the $50 any size solar screen. Welcome back to the reality of wrestling. Matt Topolsky alongside Brad Gilmore for The Row. And Brad, coming up next, one of the biggest matches I think you'll see all year here at the reality of wrestling. We don't need to talk about Gino's resume and what the 2-time Reality of Wrestling heavyweight champion has accomplished, including being the youngest heavyweight champion in Row history. However, we do need to talk about Sean Studd, who has been demanding this match for months. He defeated 2 opponents, 3 opponents at one time, and 4 opponents at one time. And he also took out the mysterious Q. What will Sean Studd do to Gino here tonight?
Whatever it takes.
It's the main event for the Reality of Wrestling Championship right now.
The following contest is scheduled for 1 fall, and it is for the Reality of Wrestling Championship. Introducing first the challenger from Washington, D.C., weighing in at over 300 pounds.
second-generation giant Sean Studd has been demanding a match for the Reality of Wrestling Championship for months. He's defeated 2 competitors in one night, 3 men in one night, and even 4 in one night. But now, he gets his wish. The Latin heartthrob Gino.
His opponent from Monterrey, Mexico, weighing in at 210 pounds, he is the reigning Reality of Wrestling Champion, El Campeón, Gino!
An interesting statistic about Gino, not only is he the youngest heavyweight champion in professional wrestling history, he's the youngest 2-time heavyweight champion in professional wrestling history, and he's sporting all the gold, that brand new, beautiful Reality of Wrestling Championship.
Presented to him by Rey Mysterio Jr. at Christmas Chaos.
The Latin heartthrob Gino versus the second-generation giant, Big Sean Studd. One more interesting factoid of note. It was not the Reality of Wrestling office, Brad Gilmore, who granted Sean Studd this match. It was Gino.
It was Gino himself. Gino, you know, you got to give him credit where credit's due. He's a fighting champion. But tonight he's going up against a thoroughbred. A man who's...
This is the cruiserweight, Gino!
You hear Sean Studd saying this is not the cruiserweight division, Gino. A little mind games to get things started off. And listen, let's get the elephant in the room out of the way early. Sean Studd clearly has the size and strength advantage in this matchup. So what is Gino's strategy, if any, Brad?
Well, you know what? I mean, it's funny when you talk about strategy, especially when you talk about Gino. The guy's been able to overcome every odd that he's ever been put in front of him. The man won the championship in a triple threat match for the first time against Ryan Davidson and the Mysterious Q. I mean, he defeated them for the championship. This guy won it in a ladder match against East Snow, someone who's on a hot streak, someone on a roll. We talk about strategy. I don't know. Just do what you've been doing.
It's simple enough. It has been the magic of Gino. One has to admit, no matter what side of the fence you sit on, whether you support the Latin heartthrob Gino or not. Cover here, 2, but a kick out. And of course it was Sean Studd, one of the franchise players here at Reality of Wrestling. One of the biggest stars ever to come out of Reality of Wrestling was the Mysterious Q. We haven't seen the Mysterious Q in months, because it was Sean Studd, of all people, who seemingly attempted to end his career, sidelining him with a devastating shoulder injury. We haven't seen the Mysterious Q since.
Oh, wow. Wow, manhandling Gino, and right you are, TP. And you know what? Sean Studd might have just been taking out his competition, clearing the path to the #1 contender.
Oh, and a powerbomb center of the ring!
That's a heavyweight!
Man, Sean, cover him.
That could be all. A new champion on the way. Kick out at 2. Gino on the receiving end of a devastating powerbomb reversal in the opening minutes of this match.
You know, Sean Studd knows how to get what he wants. Let's not forget, he's a second-generation giant. The business is in his blood, and that does not only mean inside the ring. That means his father, his family taught him all the ins and outs of the business, how to make it happen, how to get to the main event, what politics to play, who to speak with. He knows it all. That's why he's here tonight.
The very boots that Sean Studd are wearing right now, his father wore in the Body Slam Challenge against Andre the Giant at WrestleMania. The lineage is there. Is tonight the night for the thoroughbred, the second-generation giant, Sean Studd, or will the Latin heartthrob Gino once again find a way to successfully defend that title that was handed to him by one of his mentors, Rey Mysterio?
Well, if the present is any illustration of what the future will bring, right now, Sean Studd will become the next champion. He's dominating Gino right now.
Speaking of body slams, there's another devastating body slam, and Gino gasping for air a little bit. The champion is really being taken to task. And we've got to remind everybody again, I mean, Sean Studd's done this to 2 people at one time, 3 people at one time. He was stacking bodies in the ring like cordwood.
The man's a dominant athlete, but you know, Gino's a amazing reality wrestling champion. He's going to really have to overcome the odds here in this size differential. Wait a minute. Oh.
Springboard from the champion, but that reversal blew up right in his face. And Sean Studd just stepping over him now.
And he does it again, putting that 400-pound frame, nearly 400-pound frame, on Gino's chest. Gino just can't seem to get his sea legs under him and get something going in this match.
Cover here to win the championship, and you saw Sean Studd pointing to the camera and counting along with the head official, John Flores, as if it was a foregone conclusion he was going to become the next champion. A lot of confidence oozing out of Sean Studd right now.
Gino thought he was going to get Sean Studd over. Oh wait, an elbow drop. Gino comes out of the way.
Gino shoots over the top senton.
Shades of Eddie Guerrero goes for a cover right there.
To retain the title, forearm across the face, but doesn't hook the leg. And it's a short 2 count as this main event continues. The Reality of Wrestling Championship is up for grabs. It's the 2-time champion, the Latin heartthrob Gino, taking on the second generation giant, Sean Studd. Body avalanche in the corner from the challenger.
You know, Sean Studd.
Sidewalk slam. Absolutely devastating.
Sean Studd is a very old school style when he's in there.
Cover here to win the championship. Hooks the leg. Gino slips out the back door at the last second.
He doesn't need to come up with new maneuvers. He doesn't have to flip. He doesn't have to fly. He doesn't have to try to out-quick you. The man has an old school regimen. It's beat you up until you can't kick out.
It seems to be working so far. We have seen Gino in some epic collisions, some incredible matches against some of the finest tuned athletes in professional wrestling and certainly in the row, but we've never seen Gino be dominated like this so early in a match. And now Gino slaps the taste out of the mouth of Sean Studd. I don't know if it's a good idea to irritate the giant, perhaps part of his strategy, and now Sean Studd eats a boot to the face. Gino up top. The champion looking to fly, but misses the mark. Rolls through, comes back. Oh, what a Pele kick!
But look, the second generation giant has still not left his feet. Picked him up, looks like he's in a powerbomb position. Hurricanrana into the corner. Gino pulling out all the stops, all the tips, all the tricks.
Hey, campeón!
Proclaiming he's the campeón, champion, and he is.
And that endurance from the champion, now starting to kick in. Impressive leg drop across the back of the neck. He could retain the title, hooks that giant tree trunk of a leg, but only gets a 2 count. Deep water in the main event. Advantage Gino or advantage Sean Studd, Brad Gilmore?
Well, right now, I mean, I think Gino's got the upper hand. The momentum is on his side, and we know in these championship matches, it really depends upon your momentum and if you can capitalize on it. And right now, Gino's measuring Sean Studd up, looking for that scarlet letter. And he's gonna get, oh, nope. Try to turn it into a power slam. Gino going for it a second time.
Gino looking for that short arm clothesline. Just such a massive individual to get down, and my goodness!
A power slam.
He just powers him down. Cover. To win the championship, kick out again. It's just brute force and power from Sean Studd.
Had Sean Studd not have waited that extra couple seconds to make that cover, he might have been the new reality wrestling champion.
Gino is a fighting champion. There's no question about it. But this may be the night. A series of reversals. Here again, super kick from the champion. Goes for that scarlet letter, and he hit it. Scarlet letter and Sean Studd. The momentum of that boot to the face, and that torque, and that velocity sends him over the top rope to the outside. Gino can't make the pin attempt.
Gino to the outside. Sean Studd just caught him. He caught him midair. He caught Gino midair. Oh, tried to choke slam on the apron. Kick to the side of the head.
This is absolute bedlam.
Oh, wait a minute. Gino go for a Hurricanrana. Sean Studd caught him. Oh!
Sean Studd just throwing Gino's head against the side, the apron of the ring.
Wait, we're at a 7. We're at a 7 and neither man is on his feet. We're at 8.
This is
and
not a no disqualification match. And John Flores has reached 10. It is a double countout.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has ruled this match a double countout. Therefore, still, your reality wrestling champion, Gino.
An incredible matchup, unfortunately, ends in a double countout as both of these athletes were trying to destroy each other on the outside, and Sean Studd just tossing Gino around like a rag doll. His head bouncing off that metal support system of the ring under the apron. Come on now. Come on.
And a big choke slam, turning Gino inside out. Uncalled for by Sean Studd.
Well, still, the reality of wrestling champion, the Latin heartthrob Gino, but I gotta be honest, he doesn't look like a winner right now. More on this developing situation, ladies and gentlemen. Gino is still the champion.
Well, look at this though. He still might be the champion, but Sean Studd has the championship in his hand, looking at it, staring at it. Could this be foreshadowing of the next reality of wrestling champion?
Oh my goodness, a Davidson driver! And you know what comes next, Brad?
455!
The reality of wrestling, the flagship of Texas wrestling.
You just can't see it anywhere else.
This 15 feet in the air! Brian takes him up top! Oh, look at this! Oh my goodness!
Will testify.
Connect flush!
Look at you, dig that.
Welcome to a championship-packed edition of the reality of wrestling. He's Brad Gilmore. I'm Matt Topolsky. That's the Row Nation for the reality of wrestling. And Brad,
I love this crowd. I love this crowd.
The best fans in the world. Brad, this week on the show, two of the crown jewels of reality of wrestling, the Diamonds Division Championship and the Reality of Wrestling Championship is up for grabs. Let's start by talking about the Latin heartthrob Gino, the two-time Reality of Wrestling champion. He defends that title against the second-generation giant, Sean Studd.
I mean, pardon the bad pun, but this might be Gino's biggest challenge yet. Sean Studd has been traveling the nation, racking up championships, racking up big main events, and big money contracts. And tonight he returns back here to the reality wrestling to do the one thing that he's wanted since he made his debut here, get a championship opportunity. Tonight he goes against Gino. It's going to be really, really interesting.
And Sean Studd has demanded this matchup, and it is interesting of note. We must tell you that it is Gino that has granted him this match, not the reality of wrestling offices. In addition,
the viciousness of Ha Young. Might need to get a ringside physician to come out here and check out that hand. I don't know if Kylie Ray can continue to compete if that hand is broken.
Oh no, and now she's just stomping on it. Oh!
Man.
Goes for the cover here, Ha Young trying to become Diamonds Division champion. Kick out at 2. We've seen arms worked, we've seen legs worked, we've seen knees worked, but a hand, this is a first.
Well, you know what? It's a smart strategy by Ha Young. I alluded to that cross-face finisher that Kylie Ray has. No hand, no way to lock it in.
Excellent reversal there from the Diamonds Division champion. That adrenaline must be kicking in right now. Cover here. Hooks the leg, but that grip cannot be as strong as it normally would be. She may have some serious damage in that left hand. once again, look at this. Oh my goodness, she's bending her fingers back, Brad.
Oh, man.
That is hard to watch.
You know, our junior referee might need a call for a doctor out here, or at least maybe stop this match, because I am almost certain that hand is broken. And if it is, I'd call Walker, Texas lawyer, because I think she might have a case.
Reversal here, Kylie Ray tried to go for the roll-up. Hai Young used the ropes. Reversal again. Stand into that matchup. We start off the action this week with the Diamonds Division Championship. Another two-time champion. Kylie Ray defends that title against the returning Hai Young.
Hey, you know, Hai Young's been off on hiatus from reality wrestling here for a long time. I got to speak with her in the back. We talked for a little bit. She's in great shape. She's in a great mind. She's in great spirits, and she'd love to make a very great return here in reality wrestling by winning that championship.
2 championships up for grabs this week on an action-packed edition of The Row, and it starts right now.
Introducing first, she is the challenger from Houston, Texas, Hai Young.
Hai Young making her re-debut, if you will, here in reality of wrestling. Been gone for quite a bit. It looks to be in great shape.
This is a massive opportunity for Hai Young as she faces Kylie Ray for the Diamonds Division Championship.
Her opponent from Chicago, Illinois, she is the reigning Diamonds Division champion, Kylie Ray.
Ladies and gentlemen, the two-time Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division champion has entered the World Gym Arena, and I think the only thing she loves more than the Row Nation is being Diamonds Division champion. You gotta love Kylie Ray and her energy. Offense here.
Oh, wow. Kylie Ray going for a pin.
Into that crossface. And Hai Young just slips out the back door at the last moment. An impressive start from the Diamonds champion. She's got a little extra energy in the tank tonight, Brad.
She definitely does.
Up and over, reversal. Hai Young tries to take advantage. Oh!
Oh, wow. Hai Young slamming, I believe it was that left hand of Kylie Ray against the ring post. And
directly into that steel. She may have, I mean, there are so many bones in a hand, she may have fractured something.
Well,
nice bridge there on that suplex cover. Kick out at 2.
If she fractured a bone in her hand, it'd make it awfully difficult to lock in that crossface on Hai Young, well, wouldn't it? And now Hai Young, like a shark, smells blood in the water, working on that hand.
This is exactly what the challenger needs to do. Seize on the opportunity and the door that she has opened for herself. Imagine Hai Young walking out of the World Gym Arena tonight with the Reality of Wrestling Diamonds Division Championship. I mean, what a story that would be. When we first saw her come on the scene, she was managing then the Reality of Wrestling champion, Fallah Bahh.
It'd be definitely a big career move for Hai Young. But I'm just sitting here focused on Kylie Ray's hand. And look at your screw loose, Kylie Ray.
Give me a break.
Oh, come on, you don't think she's a little nutty?
It would be Senorita.
Senorita, I'm sorry. Sorry that I'm not up to date on my Spanish. Last time I took a Spanish class was 7th grade, but that's besides the point. Kylie Ray and Hai Young, an interesting challenge for Kylie Ray, someone she has not seen in the reality of wrestling yet. These two were almost like ships in the night, never really crossing paths, and now they're just trying to measure each other up.
The Diamonds Division continues to become more and more competitive. A few months ago, we saw Miranda return to the Diamonds Division, and now, look at what we have before us. Hai Young versus Kylie Ray with the Diamonds Division Championship hanging in the balance. We want to remind everyone at home, this is not our only title match. This week on the Reality of Wrestling, the second generation giant, Sean Studd, will face the Latin heartthrob Gino for the Reality of Wrestling Championship. That is still to come. Cover here, center of the ring, kick out at 1. This is a star-studded crown jewel edition of The Row with the two most important titles in this company up for grabs.
Wow, Kylie Ray.
Nice reversal there into an arm drag from the Diamonds champion. Reversal here again. Kylie Ray, innovative.